I made a map of open spaces on campus. By open spaces, I mean those are the spaces with chairs or tables and tables that are open to anyone. I made this map so that Georgia Tech students can explore the resources that are usually neglected on campus. This map will fulfill different purposes of the students, such as doing group projects, self-studying, or napping. I went to most of the buildings on campus to check how many open spaces they have. I also checked if they have any cafes inside, and I also checked the locations of bus stops, and in each building I would check the quietness, Wi-Fi connectivity, and access to outlets. These are the pictures of the open spaces I found and the notes I took on the map. When I did field work, I went to all the buildings except for dorms, apartments, frats, sports facilities, police department, and also spaces that everyone knows have spaces to study, like Colk, West Village, North Ave, and Burden, and first floor of Student Center. I counted the number of chairs and tables on each floor of the building, and I also checked Wi-Fi connectivity using my phone. It was my first time using both Photoshop and InDesign, so I was really worried. So I asked my friend to teach me the basics of Photoshop and how to use remote desktop. The first step was to take screenshots of the map that I found online. And then I erased everything that was unnecessary in Photoshop using this tool called erasing tool. And then I switched to InDesign, where I did all the title, circles, and everything that goes on top of the map. For the bus stops, I only did the red route, blue route, and the express because those are the most used routes. Also, I was afraid that it would be too much information and the map would look confusing. Also, I decided to indicate the quietness and access to outlets on the map so that way it's more obvious to the users. There are some pictures of the places I recommend on the map so the audience will know how the open spaces actually look like. For the boxes outside the map, the ones with the buildings' names and numbers on were made in InDesign. I used basic feather function in effects to make the edges softer. For the box that's on the left corner of this map, there is an illustration of how the keys are used in the map. And here's my map. I had some technical difficulties, and one of them was to maintain the resolution of the map. But despite those difficulties, I was able to find places that are really useful to students. We really don't have to fight for a spot in Colk. There are as many number of spots outside Colk as there are in Colk. There are actually a lot of cafes too. They take $19, so the meal plan is useful. I will definitely be using these places to study or do anything else in the future.